Okay, let's dive right into this complete chapter-wise review of the Portronics Pure Sound 110. Look, if you've been on the hunt for an audio upgrade that strikes that perfect balance between solid performance and, well, actually fitting your budget, you're in exactly the right place. Today's explainer is meticulously structured to help you decide, once and for all, if this system is the perfect fit for your living room setup. Let's get into it.
We really have to start with the core problem here. So many of us drop serious cash on these incredible 4K displays, only to be totally underwhelmed by the thin, flat, honestly lifeless audio coming from the TV's built-in speakers. It just completely pulls you out of the experience, right? It's frustrating when you just want to kick back and enjoy a movie. But today's explainer focuses on a budget-friendly hero that's purpose-built to completely solve that problem, and do it without making things overly complicated. And that brings us to the star of today's show, the Portronics Pure Sound 110. So what we're looking at is a 2.1 channel system featuring this really sleek, low-profile soundbar that's designed to slide right under your screen. Plus, it's paired with a dedicated wired subwoofer to handle all the heavy lifting on the low end. It's just a super clean, minimalist setup, but man, it packs a serious punch.
To keep things crystal clear, we're breaking this explainer down into 4 quick chapters. Chapter 1, the power of 140W. Chapter 2, smart tech inside. Chapter 3, connectivity and control, and wrapping up with Chapter 4, the final verdict.
Starting off with Chapter 1, the power of 140 watt. Let's look at the raw audio muscle this system brings to the table. The absolute most crucial number to remember here is 140 watts of high-definition sound output. You know, if you're used to those flimsy 15 or maybe 20 watt speakers jammed into most modern TVs, making the leap to 140 watts, it's literally a night and day difference for creating a truly immersive entertainment environment. But here's the thing, that 140 watts isn't just about blowing the roof off your living room. It's really about headroom and clarity. Whether you're watching an intense, explosion-heavy action movie, blasting your favorite playlist, or deep into a gaming session, this kind of power ensures the audio doesn't get all distorted or compressed when things inevitably get loud. So how exactly is that power distributed? Well, check out the dedicated wired subwoofer working in tandem with the soundbar. It essentially takes all the heavy lifting of the low frequencies right off the bar, which lets it deliver this explosive, rich bass and a 3D surround sound depth that you actually feel in your chest. You don't just hear the movie anymore, you physically feel the impact.
All right, moving past the raw power, let's open up Chapter 2, Smart Tech Inside. We need to explore the processing tech driving this, because power without control is really just noise.
Now you might see the term TI-DSP chipset on the spec sheet and think, okay, what does that actually mean for my Friday night movie? In simple terms, this is the digital brain of the whole operation. It's a premium digital signal processor that actively manages the audio signal to clear up voice audio, perfectly balance out the soundstage, and aggressively reduce distortion at higher volumes. And this part is absolutely huge. This chipset specifically targets and enhances voice frequencies. That means no more frantically scrambling for the remote to turn the volume way up just to hear some whispered dialogue, only to panic and mash the volume down when a car explodes 2 seconds later. The DSP naturally isolates and brings out human speech. It's a total game changer. And to further tailor all that smart tech, the system actually offers multiple EQ modes. This lets you optimize the sound profile specifically for whatever you're doing, whether that's settling in for a movie, throwing on some music, or just catching up on the morning news. Plus, you get customizable bass and treble controls so you can really dial in the exact audio signature that you prefer. Let's transition into Chapter 3, Connectivity and Control. Let's see how all this builds into a highly versatile setup. Looking at the back panel, you get a highly versatile range of hardwired ports. The great thing here is that you aren't boxed into one single ecosystem. You've got a modern HDMI ARC connection, which is absolutely ideal for seamless TV integration, right alongside an optical port for pristine digital audio, a standard USB-A port for your flash drives, and even a traditional aux input. Because of that really wide array of physical ports, combined with fast, stable Bluetooth 5.3 connectivity, your options are basically wide open. You can effortlessly pair this system with virtually any device in your home. You can hardwire it to your main TV or your gaming console, and then seamlessly stream music wirelessly straight from your laptop, smartphone, or tablet. It acts as a true central hub for all your audio. When it comes to actually managing the system, you've got options. You can use the precision tactile buttons built right into the top of the unit for instant response if you're walking by, or just rely on the sleek IR remote. The remote lets you easily switch inputs, adjust that EQ we talked about, and tweak the volume without ever having to leave the couch.
Okay, bringing it all home with Chapter 4, the final verdict. Let's break down the overall value of this Portronics package.
So, when you're looking at 2.1-channel home theater upgrades that actually include a dedicated subwoofer and a built-in DSP chip, the regular price of this unit sits at 9,999 rupees. Honestly, that's already a pretty competitive price point for the specs we just walked through. However, the promotional material highlights a very significant current discount.
The real story here is this massive 38% price drop. This brings the entire Pure Sound 110 system down to just 6,249 rupees. This kind of aggressive pricing just dramatically changes the math, making it an incredibly accessible entry point if you're looking for serious audio enhancement. Let's quickly recap what this all means for you. For that discounted price of 6,249 rupees, you are securing a 140-watt 2.1 system with a dedicated wired subwoofer. You're getting premium digital signal processing for crystal clear dialogue, seamless Bluetooth 5.3, alongside a full suite of physical ports like HDMI ARC, and of course, the peace of mind of a full 12-month warranty from Portronics. So I'll leave you with this to ponder. Considering that aggressive discount, the genuinely smart voice-clarifying DSP tech, and the raw, room-shaking bass of a 140-watt system, is it finally time to stop settling for flat TV audio? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this chapter-wise breakdown helps you build your absolute perfect living room setup.